All right, so I want to welcome us all to this analysis session. Today is Thursday, the 21st of August, 2025. Now, this afternoon, we are having some fundamental events we're looking forward to. That's a lot has happened today already from the Eurozone and United Kingdom. The data we're expecting by 1:30 p.m. is from United States, but the remaining data for today, they are all from the United States of America. So we're having the unemployment claims by 1:30 p.m. Good afternoon, Mr. Jeremy. Unemployment claims by 1:30 p.m. and it will run simultaneously with the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Then by 2:45 p.m., there will be flash manufacturing PMI and the flash services PMI. Then later on today by 3 p.m., there'll be existing home sales. And these are all the events we have, except for this Jacksonville events, Jackson Hole Symposium, which is an all-day event. So that one does not have a specific time. But the ones that have specific time, 1:30, 2:45, and 3 p.m. So let's take note of that. So if this data comes out good for the dollar, we'll be expecting a bullish movement on the dollar. And if it comes out bad, we expect a bearish movement. Now, for the unemployment claims and the Philly Fed manufacturing rate, this is actually a key one this afternoon. Now, because these two data are not related, it's possible to have the data good for one and bad for the other one, or we have a green and a black. If it's good for one and bad for the other, that will lead to a spike. If it is good for a currency, then the other one is actually equal to forecast. We will still see bullish movement, but then the volatility will be greatly reduced. So we are going to just be trading this based on our discretion and how the data gets released at the end of the day. But then on the charts, I can give you a clearer perspective to what I'm expecting on this instrument. So I'm going to switch over right now to my MetaTrader so that we can have a closer look at the charts of this instrument. Now, from the dollar index, both technically and fundamentally, the dollar is slightly bearish, even though you can see currently it looks like maybe we have some bullish movement ongoing, but on the fundamental angle, very fundamental angle, we actually have a bearish movement, slight one. And even technically, it's still bearish because we have a rising wedge pattern, which is a bearish reversal pattern. So technically, I'm holding a bearish outlook on the dollar. And with that, with the news we're expecting this afternoon, we might also be looking for some slight bearish movement, overall, even if there's a little bit of some bullish movement, might be looking out for a slight bearish movement. So if the data comes out bad for the dollar, we'll be looking at selling the dollar. If it comes out bad for the dollar, we'll be looking at selling the dollar this afternoon. Just a second. And that's my view for dollar. Regardless of what I'm seeing on the chart at the moment, I still hold a bearish outlook on the dollar. Now, for gold, both technically and fundamentally, gold is bullish. In fact, it's a lot bullish on the technicals because on the chart currently, I've shown the analysis on gold multiple times. On the daily time frame, price is trending higher. Price is trending higher on the daily time frame, hitting higher lows, and higher lows, which will lead to a bullish movement. And also the candle that closed yesterday closed as a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern on the daily time frame. That's another confirmation of a bullish movement on gold. And if we go down to 4-hour time frame for gold, we'll see that at that point where we have the bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, there was also a previous resistance turn support, which is also another indication of a bullish breakout. And on 4-hour, we're seeing the falling wedge pattern, and the pattern that is looking a lot like an inverse head and shoulder, which might trigger a final bullish movement on gold. Now, if price is able to break out above the neckline region of the inverse head and shoulder, which is this area I just marked, then price will be targeting $3,400 per ounce on gold, which would be about 500 pips from that region where we anticipate the entry, which is around this area. So for gold, regardless of what you are seeing in the market at the moment, we still have a bullish outlook on gold, waiting for price to cross above this region. Now, another instrument I'll be looking at this afternoon is the BTC USD. The BTC USD. Just a second, I'm trying to scroll to where it is. Okay. All right. Now, the long-term fundamental outlook for BTC USD is actually bullish because the long-term forecast for the BTC is a bullish forecast. In recent time, price has even been forecasted to hit $135,000 per Bitcoin in the coming days. And if it breaks above $135,000, after that, it will target $200,000 per Bitcoin. So there's still a long way for Bitcoin upwards. But then from what we are seeing at the moment, price hit a support zone right here with a rejection candle as at yesterday. So technically, we should be looking for a bullish breakout on BTC USD. And if we flip down to 1 hour time frame, you can see that's a pattern on the daily, which was a rejection candle, evolved into an inverse head and shoulder on the 1 hour time frame. Shoulder, head, second shoulder, and we'll anticipate a breakout. So we're having, a support zone on daily, a rejection candle on daily. We're having an inverse head and shoulder on 1 hour, and a falling wedge pattern also on 1 hour. So if price reverses upwards and breaks out above this, neckline region, which is a minor resistance, then we'll see price trigger out into the bullish direction on BTC USD. So both technically and fundamentally, I hold a bullish outlook on the BTC USD. And finally, I'll be looking at NAS 100. That's the NASDAQ. Now, technically, NAS 100 is bullish. Fundamentals is not really so clear at the moment. It's a mixed one, saying a short-term sell or the longer-term buy. So technically, I'll look more at the technicals for NAS 100. On the daily time frame, price has been trending upwards, making a series of higher lows. And the last week candle here, yesterday candle closed as a rejection candle on that trend line. So technically, we're looking at a bullish movement on the NAS 100. And if you flip down to 1 hour, you can clearly see we have, let's start from the 4 hour, we have the support zone right here on the 4 hour. Price is only forming an inverse head and shoulder, which will reverse upwards to a bullish breakout. It's still the same thing here, shoulder, head, second shoulder, a reversal. So we're bullish on NAS 100. So I'll just do a little recap for everyone. I said we are bearish on the dollar, and as such, we're looking at bearish opportunity on the dollar index. For gold, we have a bullish outlook on gold, and for BTC USD, we have a bullish outlook, and for NAS 100, we also have a bullish outlook. All right, so that'll be all from my analysis this afternoon. If you have a question, you can just go ahead and post it in the comment section, and I will attend to you immediately. So while we're waiting for the question, don't forget we have physical training sessions every Tuesday and Thursday at PU Prime, both at the Abuja and Lagos office. Currently, I'm holding a physical training session in Lagos. I just took a break to have this class. All right.
Thank you, sir, and I understand it very, very clear, especially now when you are discuss it clear for us. And inshallah, we are going to conduct anything that is possible for us. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other person? All right, in the absence of, okay,
No,
Afternoon,
sir.
sir.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry,
yes,
sir. Good
ma'am.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I forwarded the GBP sir. Maybe you didn't see it, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
I'm seeing the comments now. All right. GBPJPY, Jeremy Odi also GBPJPY, Billion Unlimited GBP card, Oyelowo Ojo Euro card, Oluwatosin Olukonyitimi on gold. You are talking about the bullish on long term. What about the short term? I'm not seeing anything on the short term. It's better to always trade in direction of the long term. It's safer for you at the end of the day. So let's start with the GBPJPY. Now, what I mean is this for the person asking about gold, so that I will clarify what that person is saying. I'm talking about the long term. If the short term 15 minutes is aligning with that long term, that would be a good one. Not that the long term is saying bullish, they are taking a bearish trade on the short term. You never can tell when the market will reverse back to its original direction, and that can lead to losses. So if your 15 minutes is aligning with the long term, perfect, you can take it. Not that you have a long-term direction on the bigger time frame and a small time frame is telling you something opposite that. That may not always be too safe for you to take such a trade. So I hope I've been able to clarify that. But you need huge capital for the long term. You don't need huge capital. You only need to minimize your lot size. That's you. It's not about the capital issue for trading long term. It's about the lot size issue. And long term here, I'm not saying that you make entries even on 4 hours in some instances. You can even enter maybe on 1 hour. We have minimal stop loss. You have minimal lot size. The important thing is your lot size. As long as you're not risking too much based on your lot size, regardless of the time frame, you can still be safe. The entry signal on NAS 100 is not yet ripe, sir. You're welcome, Oluwatosin Olukonyitimi. I think I'm just citing this name. Have you been on the platform for long, sir? Or ma? I don't know whether you're male or female.
Hello, sir.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Thank you always for helping us through. Sir, as regard the training you talked about, though I'm in Ogun State, so I would have loved to have a personal uh conversation with you, sir, so as to know what to do about it, sir. So I don't know if I can have your contact so that I can contact you.
Okay, you can contact me. The link that was sent for this class, I sent it with my WhatsApp, my official P Prime WhatsApp. So you can just reach out to
All
me
right.
on that
All right, sir.
line.
All right. All right, sir.
All
Thank you,
right,
sir.
sir. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm looking at the GBPJPY as requested. All right, all right. Mr. Oluwatosin, I can see your response. Thanks for that. Okay, so this is GBPJPY. We're not really seeing anything on the daily, but on the 4 hour, uh, this is what I'm citing on the 4 hour. It will have been preferable if this is on daily, but we have to go with what we are seeing. On the 4 hour, I can see that price is trending downwards. It's making some lower highs. Then we can see here there is a minor support turned resistance, and price is testing that level. And the trend line is also, following suit. So this region is a confluence where we have, I think I should just take it down to 1 hour where we can get more clarity. Yeah. All right. So this is the lower eye, lower eye, lower eye, and the lower eye. And this region, we have a support turned resistance, and the tip of the candle is still touching that area. So this is a major area of interest where we have a confluence of resistance and trend line meeting. Like I said, the current 1 hour candle is already reacting at that level. So if that level is unable to hold, we are to see a downward movement in price. And that can take us to a lower time frame, like 15 minutes. Okay, I think I can still float down to 5. Let me see 5 minutes. All right, so you can see on the 5 minutes is trying to form a reversal pattern in head and shoulder, which may lead to an eventual drop of this instrument. So I will tell you that I'm bearish on the GBP JPY, but then you need to wait for a clear breakout below this lower trend line, shoulder, head, a second shoulder, and a breakout downward. So anytime price breaks out below that lower trend line, confirm that your RSI is below 50, then you can trigger a bearish trade on the GBP JPY, either on 5 minutes or on the 15 minutes time frame. Both of them are safe for a sell trade on this. And please don't stay too long. Maybe some 15, 20 pips, and we are out of this trade. So that's for Madam Monaji and the other person asking about GBP JPY.
Thank you very much, sir. We are grateful. Thank you, sir.
Then Billions Unlimited is asking me to check GBP card, the next person Euro card. So let's check GBP card and Euro card. So this is GBP card on a daily time frame. Okay, we really don't have a clear-cut resistance on daily, but it's available on the 4-hour time frame. We have a resistance, a valid resistance zone up there. Mr. Gabriel Mokhtar have already analyzed BTC. We are bullish on the 1 hour. GBP card, okay, this will be my view on GBP card. It's not stable at the moment, but then if price is able to break out below this recent low, which is the recent support, this is looking like a reversal pattern. If it breaks out above, we'll buy, and if it breaks out below, we'll sell. That's my outlook on GBP card. I'll say that again. If price breaks out above this resistance zone, a retest and a continuation, or it breaks out below, a retest and a continuation. So take this region as a zone, a range zone for GBP card. So GBP card is ranging at the moment We have a range zone here. If price breaks out above, it will retest and continue buying higher. If it breaks out below, it will retest and drop lower. So let's just look at the market forces as it breaks out on the GBP card. Now the next one is the Euro card. Euro card is currently in a range on the daily time frame. A range means when price is bound between a resistance and support and has not yet broken out above or below them. So we have a range up there, but then I can still see a rising wedge pattern also. So with the rising wedge, I may want to hold on to a more bearish outlook on this instrument. If price is able to break out below the lower trend line, we may see a further bearish breakout. So I think I would say I'm bearish. I'm bearish on Euro card, but it's a swing setup, so that's on 4 hour. I'm bearish on the Euro card on 4 hour. And a critical look at this also is giving me the head and shoulder outlook, which is a reversal pattern. But then until it forms, so let's not get hung up on it. But generally, I'm bearish on the Euro card on the 4 hour time frame. You're welcome, Billion Unlimited. Mr. Shehu, I've checked gold also. I've analyzed gold earlier. You can watch the video afterwards. All right, I think I've attended to all the requests. I've done GVJPY, GV card, and Euro card. And earlier on, I've actually done BTC and the gold. Okay, so that's going to be all from us this afternoon. Do take care and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a great day.